All right, well, maybe if Jennifer hops on, it'll ding and I'll be able to see it. All right, so you want to have your bolster. You want to have your blanket or something cushy. And we're actually going to start in child's pose. And so if your knees are feeling really tight, go ahead and tuck a blanket or something behind the knees. And you're welcome to use your bolster here to start out with. So whether you're all the way down or have that bolster for support, go ahead and just start to let the back stretch out. Give yourself a few deep breaths. Let the eyes close. Soften the jaw. And just start to settle in to the body. Feel your hips getting heavier. Feel that arch through the low back, the mid back, and right in between the shoulder blades. See if you can let the jaw soften. Let the forehead relax. Let the thighs and the shins feel heavy. And if you have your head turned in one direction, maybe you go ahead and change direction to keep it even through the back of the neck. Feel the breath traveling deeper into the body. Really creating that expansive feeling while it compresses against the thighs. And then start to invite in some gentle movement, just letting the hips rock a little bit left and right. And then bring yourself back to center. And if you're on that bolster, go ahead and press it to the side and start to let the arms really reach long down the mat. Let's walk both arms over towards the right. Let the head completely relax. Breathe into the left rib cage, the left side body. And then we'll walk the arms all the way through center and over towards the left. Relax the head and neck. Breathe deep into the right rib cage. Bring yourself back through center. Spread the fingertips out wide. And you're going to inhale. I want you to roll up like you're coming through a cow pose. And then on the exhale, you're going to round through the back body. Take it all the way back through cat. Inhale, nice and easy, rolling up. Open up through the chest and the throat. And then start to just roll it back. Keep the jaw soft, chest open. And then after your next round, we're just going to lift up into a tabletop position. Roll the shoulders back. And you're going to walk your hands forward and shift your upper body so that the shoulders stack on top of the wrists. We're in a low plank pose now. Belly draws in, and we're going to take little baby push-ups. So you're going to bend the elbows, press it up, and take it back. Nice and easy. So you're welcome to lower as far down as you'd like, but lowering down to the ground is not essential. It's more important you focus on keeping the elbows squeezed in towards the rib cage and the breath guiding the movement. Jaw soft. And the next time we're going to lower all the way flat to the belly. Let yourself settle here for a breath or so. Fingertips in line with the chest, shoulders loop back. Draw the navel in, kind of press the hips down and lift. Squeeze the elbows towards one another. Find that baby cobra. Exhale, take it down. We're going to inhale, lift again. This time look over your right shoulder. Strong breath. Bring it back down. Inhale, look over your left shoulder. Back to center, take it back down. Bring your fingertips out like little tents here. Arms are stretched out. You're going to draw the belly in. I want you to press through the bottom, through the tops of the feet and lift yourself up. Minimal pressure in the fingers. Now from here, let's lift the legs up. Think about squeezing the thighs towards one another. Hold strong. Exhale, relax it down. Bring the hands in line with the chest. Lift yourself up to table. We're going to go ahead and tuck the toes, and I want you just to lift yourself into a plank pose. And take a second bending one knee, and then the other just like you would in down dog. Hold steady here. And then find plank here in the center. One full breath. Bend the knees, take it back into down dog. Again, start to pedal the feet, shake out the head and the neck. Sending your breath back to the calf muscles, the hamstrings, even the hips. And then settle here in stillness for a breath or two. Unclench the jaw, maybe a little baby bend in the knees. Gaze is back towards the toes. Beautiful. On your next breath, we're going to step the right foot up to the right thumb. Hug that knee in close as you step it through. And now we're going to alternate here. You're going to bend that knee as you dip, lift up with the torso a bit. And then you're going to exhale, straighten both legs, right toes come off the mat. Inhale, coming through, knee bends, lift up. Exhale, coming back. Good. Nice and easy movement. There's no need to rush this. Slow the breath down. The next time you're down to that knee, stay there and let's sweep the arms up overhead, low lunge. The back toes can be tucked or untucked, whatever feels good. Think about evening out the hips. Sink into that right knee, let it stack on top of the right ankle. Beautiful. Next breath, bring the hands down. Start to straighten both legs again. Pull the right toes back. Let yourself hang heavy. Beautiful. Start to bend into that right knee. Now we're going to anchor the left foot down in that warrior two. Get strong through the legs, and I want you to windmill the arms all the way up. Drop the shoulders. Take a deep breath here. Straighten the arms, straighten the legs. Pull up and back. Exhale, breathe into it. Inhale, up and back. Exhale. One more time. Hold steady here in warrior. Send the arms out, the chest open. Think about dynamically squeezing the legs towards one another. And then we're gonna windmill the hands down again. Come onto the ball of that left foot. Send that right arm up. Big stretch. Right hand meets the mat. Let's step it back to high plank. Strong breath, strong body. Bend the knees, take it back to down dog. Shake out the head and the neck. On your next inhale, step the left foot through. Light on the fingertips. You're going to go ahead and bend that right knee down. Open the heart. Exhale, you're going to straighten both legs. Left toes come towards you. Inhale, take it down. Really let yourself just slowly work into the hips and the hamstrings. Stay with your breath. Muscles of the face are soft. Maybe even your eyes are closed for these last couple rounds. Let's take the knee down this next time. Bring yourself up to that lifted lunge. Arms are overhead. Belly is really strong here, and we've got the hips even like headlights, pointed straight forward. And both hands meet the mat. Straighten both legs. Draw the left toes back. Whole upper body hangs heavy. Start to bend back into that left knee. Go ahead and anchor the right foot. Feel grounded here. Thighs squeeze together as you windmill the arms up. Take up lots of space here. Let's inhale, lift up and back. Exhale, sink in. Inhale, up and back. Exhale. One more time. And come down and hold. Stretch out. Get broad through the chest, firm through the belly and the legs. One more full breath. Both arms come down. Pivot onto the ball of the right foot. Energize both legs and lift the left arm. Release that left hand down. Coming back into plank pose. Spread the fingertips out. Energize the belly. Hold here. Bend the knees, take it back to down dog. Give yourself a moment, pedal the feet again, just see what's changed. And then we're gonna drop to the knees, sink yourself back into a child's pose for a rest. Perhaps this time the knees are wide and maybe the arms extend back alongside the body. Soften the breath. As you feel ready, ease yourself back up into that tabletop position. You're gonna bring your left hand right underneath your heart. Inhale, stretch the right arm all the way up towards the ceiling. Big breath here. And then we're gonna thread the right arm through, extending that left arm straight forward. Plant the left hand to the mat. Go ahead and bring yourself back up. Roll out the shoulders if needed. And then right hand down to the mat, right underneath the heart. Inhale, lift, lift through the left arm. And then start to thread it through. Right arm reaches overhead, left arm extends out, palm facing up. Bring the right hand to the mat, lift yourself up. And then we're gonna stretch through the upper body. Walk the palms forward and start to melt the heart down towards the mat. Maybe the forehead or even the chin reaches the mat. You could take the palms a little bit wider to make this more comfortable. And then start to walk yourself back up, nice and easy. So we're going to come into an upper body strengthener that we have not practiced in a while. It's called dolphin pose. I want to talk you guys through it and let you kind of watch, and then I will talk you through it again. So the biggest thing with dolphin is to make sure that your alignment is really steady. So I like to grab my biceps, wrap my fingers all the way around, and then from there, I just pivot, and I make sure wrist lines up with elbow, elbow lines up with shoulder. It is really common for the elbows to start to splay out and the wrist to come inward. You want to make sure you stay in that nice strong box. From there, your gaze is going to be right in between the wrist, the belly pulls in, and I'm going to press really strong to the upper body so that I'm not collapsed here. I've got that strong press, and then we're going to lift. Now to make it more challenging, you walk the feet towards the upper body. You might even play with lifting one leg and then the other. But this one, you've got space to play with. So I want you to come into it, 3, 5, 10 breaths, come down and rest, and then come back into it to work that upper body strength. The biggest thing is to make sure you've got that alignment. So you're going to come down to your forearms. Go ahead and grab your biceps if you haven't already. Pivot the hands, draw the navel in. And then from here, make sure shoulders press fully back. Tuck the toes, lift the hips. Find your breath. Unclench the jaw, maybe come down for a rest for a second. And then when you're ready, come right back into it. Maybe aiming for about 3 or so rounds, depending on how long you're holding it. Keep the jaw relaxed. And now you're welcome to rest, or if you want to take one more round. And then once again, maybe letting the arms come back alongside the body as you rest into your child's pose. Let the jaw soften. Let the body relax. I want you to walk the knees together. Reach behind you to grab onto the heels. And we're going to curl the forehead towards the knees, lift into rabbit. Use the grip on the heels with the fingertips to curl yourself in. Relax it all the way down. Beautiful. gonna come up fully to a seated position. Let the legs extend out. Maybe kind of rock or tap the feet together. And then start to clear that fleshy part from the behind. Energize the legs, the belly, loop the shoulders back, and just close your eyes here for a few breaths. Find center. Let the eyes open. And you're going to draw the right foot in and then cross it over the left leg. And kind of settle onto your sit points. Left leg is still active. Hug that left arm around the right knee. And just pause here. Lift up. And then see how it feels to twist, looking out over that right shoulder. Twist is coming from the belly, not using our upper body strength. If this feels okay, send the right arm up and then take it all the way back to the ground behind you. Gently unwind. Give yourself a little counter twist to the left. And then bring it back to center. We're going to cross the right knee above the left knee. You can stay here. You can tuck this left leg in, or if both of those don't feel good, find that figure 4 shape if your knee doesn't like this. Wherever you are, again, settle onto the sit points. Shoulders are back. You're going to send the arms out, and I want you to flex right at the wrist. Imagine drawing your fingertips back towards one another. Keep the shoulders down. Reach, reach, reach through the fingertips. Press through the heel of the hand. And then we're going to wrap the right arm underneath the left. Wind the hands around. And see if you can lift the elbows a bit. Sit tall. Breathe into the back body, right in between the shoulder blades, back of the heart space. Gently unwind. Hands are going to meet the mat or the legs. See how it feels to take a little forward fold. Slowly start to inhale yourself up. Unwind the legs, send them back in front, and maybe give them another shake. Activate the legs, extend them out fully. We'll draw the left leg in and go ahead and cross it over the right leg. Even your weight between the sit points. And then we're going to wrap the right arm around and start to twist, look out over the left shoulder. Let yourself just hold here for a second, feeling the energy in the belly. And then if that feels good, send the left arm up and then take it all the way back. Gently start to unwind, take that little counter twist to the right. Back to center. Either figure four shape, right here, crossed, or tuck the right leg back. And again, find the sit points. Lift up long, pull the belly in, let's send the arms out. Go ahead and flex the wrists and imagine drawing the fingertips back. Chin is going to stay parallel to the floor, shoulders remain down. And then bring the left arm underneath the right, wind the arms around, and let's lift the elbows. Feel the breath in the back body. Unwind the arms, bring the hands out in front and see how it feels to just fold forward. You can let the head drop if that's comfortable, even if you're a little bit more lifted than this position. And then slow and steady, lift yourself all the way up. Unwind the legs, and maybe this time you just give the knees a little swish left and right. And we're going to grab our bolster. And you're going to bring it alongside the mat. And we're going to take the bolster to our right hip. Now remember, your knees, you're welcome to place a pillow or a blanket right in between the knees, coming into that twist. So one hand on either side of the bolster. And then you're going to stretch the torso all the way. And just start with the right cheek here on the pillow. Let the eyes close and just see how this feels. If your body feels good here, you're welcome to turn your gaze in the opposite direction. If your head is turned, go ahead and bring it back through center. Take another big breath in here. And a full breath out. And then putting a little bit of pressure into the hands, begin to lift yourself up. Nice and easy. You're going to rotate to the other side, bringing that left hip up to the pillow. And when you get there, one hand on either side, and you're going to start with the left cheek on the bolster. Let your body settle. You want to turn your head in the opposite direction. You might try that now. And then go ahead and turn the head back to neutral. And then begin to put pressure into the hands, lifting yourself up. We're coming all the way back on the bolster. So if you'd like to roll a blanket under your knees or maybe grab a pillow, you're welcome to do that. And then remember, you'd like a little bit of space between the tailbone and the bolster itself. And when you get there, stretch the arms all the way back. It might feel good to roll out the wrists and the ankles. Maybe take the arms out in a T shape and just feel that big chest and throat opening. And then any last little wiggles or fidgets before you settle in. If you find you need a little extra support under the head, a blanket or pillow is great there. Just allow yourself to be here in this open, receptive shape. Letting go of all the movement, all control over the body. And giving yourself full permission to just sink into the support beneath you. All the muscles are soft. All the movement has ceased other than that gentle rise and fall of the breath in the belly. Feel your whole body sinking in, growing heavy but open. And then eventually letting go of control over the breath as well. There's no force, no effort. The body is still and at ease, fully supported. Begin to deepen your breath. Notice that flow of prana, of energy within your body. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes, rolling out the wrists and the ankles. And then perhaps taking that larger movement, once again stretching the arms all the way overhead. And then just easing your way to one side off that bolster. And then pressing back up to a seated position. We'll let the hands settle right at the heart. Gratitude for breath and body. Namaste.